I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie.
Yeah. What did you say? You bitch!
Weird, weird.
Well, we're back at this again regarding the Hunger Games and apparently being the first ever. This time it's coming from actress Rachel Zegler, who can't seem to help but put her foot in her mouth every time she opens it. This article is from Bounding Into Comics talking about this video that's been going around regarding her. Rachel Zegler claims The Hunger Games was the first story to depict a female character that was anti-establishment and anti-government. Notice that she didn't say this was like the first young adult story or the first one adapted into the big screen or anything like that. I mean, at least there'd be a little bit more leeway in there, but no, this is just the first story in general that has an anti-establishment lead character. In a pre-recorded promotional video for the upcoming Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and this is pre-recorded because she can't give any statements on it going right now because the actors are on strike, so they can't say anything promoting the movie. That's why this is something that coming out, that, or at least Lionsgate is releasing now because they already recorded this before the strike was going on. Rachel Zegler said the Hunger Games kind of started that era of like Divergent and Shadowhunters, and they have this video for it that they tweeted out, so I'm going to show that here.
The Hunger Games kind of started that era of like Divergent and Shadowhunters, you know, like Suzanne was the first to write this young woman who was anti-establishment, anti-government, and really standing up for what's right in a very unconventional way.
I mean, she really does believe this stuff, doesn't she? I mean, or at least that's the impression I'm getting. But if I'm going to defend her a little bit, I would just say it's because, okay, she's in an interview. She's just trying to talk and isn't necessarily thinking of all the stuff that she's saying. And she says something stupid like this. All right, that happens. It happens to everyone like that. But I mean, still, that is a dumb statement to make to suggest that Susan Collins was the first one to write a strong female anti-establishment type character. I mean, there's entire lists online for various movies like that. I mean, not just stories like she was saying, but like movies specifically. This is from Rotten Tomatoes. The title of this, 87 Fearless Women Movie Heroes Who Inspire Us. I mean, yeah, you can just scroll through here. If you want to find a good female character in a movie, there's plenty of examples here. I mean, there's some examples I disagree with. I don't like Valkyrie and Thor Ragnarok, for instance. Black Panther was iffy, and these are also more contemporary ones, but Furiosa wasn't bad. Okay, let's just skip that one right here. Carrie Fisher in the Star Wars movies, this was actually cited in the Bounding Into Comics article, because if you go down here, it actually does talk about Carrie Fisher and Star Wars specifically. It also mentions real life examples like Joan of Arc. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of instances where you can find a strong female character, and even ones that would be considered anti-establishment specifically, like what Rachel Zegler said. I mean, just Thelma and Louise here. I mean, they're literally on the run from the law in that movie. Color Purple, no, there was no anti-establishment in The Color Purple. I mean, they were just trying to follow the current laws of the time right there. Sarah Connor, she was on the run from the police in that movie too. Jackie Brown, that's an underrated Tarantino movie. But yeah, I mean, you can see there's just plenty of examples. Oh, this is a perfect one right here. Zoe was a perfect example from Firefly, which is a fantastic show, by the way. And the movie Serenity, I think, wrapped it up fairly nicely. But yeah, she's literally an outlaw in this one, because in the backstory for her is she was on the losing side of a civil war. And after the war was over, she lives on the fringe as a kind of an outlaw away from the central government, because she rejects that central government. I mean, it's completely an anti-establishment character. And this was written well before the Hunger Games, even the novels came out. So, I mean, to try to suggest that this is a new thing, it's like, no. And the problem is, Rachel Zegler is like 20 years old or something like that. So basically just a child at this point. And she hasn't been exposed to a whole lot of material that was made before she was born. At least that's the impression I'm getting from her. And if that's the case, I mean, that's fine. A lot of people, you can't expect them to know everything. But at the same time, she's an actress. She's working in Hollywood. She should be a little bit more exposed to at least the history of movies or different movies. But instead, she makes dumb statements like this, and it just causes people to roast her, and it's just more reasons why people reject seeing her in movies. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Actually, leave a comment. Let me know what strong female characters that you actually like, especially the anti-establishment ones. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.